Hey guys, this is Sports with Dylan. NHL free agency is coming up fast. So today I'll be doing a ranking of the top 20 NHL free agents this offseason, predicting where they're going to go. The Panthers traded for Shiro mid-season, and he played well with them. Why not keep him on board? Phil Kessel is starting to get up there in age. So why not go to a team where he has the opportunity to chase more Stanley Cups? I mean, it's a good move for the Avalanche as well, because they could use another forward like him. And why stick in Arizona, where at this rate they're never winning a Stanley Cup? I would say, and I think most analysts would agree with me on this, the reason that the Islanders did so poorly this year is because they had so few players that can actually score goals on their team. Especially with losing Jordan Eberle to the Seattle Kraken. That leaves Matthew Barzal as really their only goal scorer. But Ondrej Palat can change that and maybe bring them back into playoff contention. Andrew Kopp, like multiple others on this list, was traded for mid-season by the New York Rangers. And he found plenty of success there. He's been one of the reasons they made it so far in the playoffs. So why not keep him on board and try and win the Stanley Cup this time around? You'll find that the Panthers are going to lose a couple of their better free agents this offseason, in my predictions. Which means that why not bring a forward on board that can truly make a difference if put in the right situation. Enter Max Domi. He hasn't had as much success in the past couple of years, but he used to be really good, and I think he can still be that good. The Ducks started off the season looking like a Stanley Cup contender, with Trevor Zegras just absolutely destroying everybody. And then they sort of fell off a cliff and didn't do so well for the rest of the season. I would say the biggest reason is that their defense can't stop a shot, which means John Gibson has to try and save all the goals. But PK Subban can be the start of actually having a mediocre defense for the Ducks. The Oilers need a goalie, but they don't have a ton of cap space to sign someone like Darcy Kemper or Jack Campbell. But Ville Husso has shown this year that he can be a quality starting goalie. And like I said, the Oilers need one desperately, so pay the man. The Red Wings could use a bit of competition for goaltending. So why not bring in Marc-Andre Fleury? He played extremely well once he traded to the Wild. So why not go to another place where he can compete for the starting job? You've heard this before, and you'll hear it again. Claude Giroux was traded mid-season to the Florida Panthers. But I don't see the Panthers as that much of a contender. So why not go over to the Avalanche, a true contender? Plus, he can be a really good forward in that offense. There's not many other options here. Patrice Bergeron has played his whole career with Boston, and he's always found success. So why not stick around? The Capitals started off the season looking amazing. Then their quality of play dropped down a bit. I think that's because Ovechkin's the only player that's really playing well on their team. But with David Perron, that can change. Chris Letang has played a long time for the Penguins, and always played well. And he's built such a community there. He's got to stay in Pittsburgh. The Flames are extremely lucky, because they have a lot of cap space. And their defense has a couple of holes. So why not sign a really good defenseman for that defense? You can just take what I said about Chris Letang and put it here. He's played for a long time in Pittsburgh, and he's become a leader in the locker room. He should stick in Pittsburgh. Same thing. Jack Campbell erupted this season, and I think he's going to have tons of success going forward. And the Maple Leafs need to re-sign him. I know their cap space is a bit tight, but they've got to make this work. He hosted plenty of success with Colorado this year, and he might even win the Stanley Cup with them. So he should totally stick around. The Kings could use another power forward, another physical guy, and Evander Kane fits that bill perfectly. They somehow made the playoffs this year. And then they end up losing to the Oilers, which obviously Evander Kane's on. I think the Kings will pay him a ton, and hopefully he'll have success there for their sake. The Red Wings looked extremely competitive in the first half of the season. Then their play dropped quite a bit. Not as much as the Ducks, but quite a bit. Kadri can help fix that. Another great forward in that offense. I know Avalanche fans are probably sad. So is Oilers fans. I'm an Oilers fan, and I'm sad that Evander Kane's leaving. Avalanche fans are probably sad that Kadri's leaving. But sadly, with salary cap, you can't afford everyone. The Red Wings, on the other hand, have plenty of cap space, and they could use another forward like that. I can totally see Steve Yzerman making this move. The Hurricanes are set to lose a couple of their better forwards in free agency. So why not bring in an even better forward? They are already a contender. They have the cap space. It makes all the sense in the world. Pair him with Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov, and it's perfect. I could see these Hurricanes winning the Stanley Cup. I am sad. It's my best prediction, not what I hope is going to happen. I'd like to put that out there. Because I would love for Johnny Gaudreau to never come back to Calgary. And I'd also love for John Klingberg not to sign with Calgary as well. In fact, I'd love for Calgary to decide to trade Matthew Tkachuk and all those things and just rebuild. But that's not the reality we're facing. And they did very well this year, which shocked me, honestly. They didn't do well last year. They didn't make any additions, and yet now they did extremely well. Like I said, they have so much cap space. Great on their GM for getting them that much cap space. I don't know how he did it, but he somehow managed to afford their best players and still do well with so much cap space. This year, they can use a bit of that cap space by re-signing Johnny Gaudreau, which they need, because you cannot afford to lose your best player. I think this Calgary team's going to start getting scary, especially given that I predict Edmonton to lose at Evander Kane. So, yeah, good luck, Edmonton. Thanks for watching.